What up? It's Marqus Clae, Sparta. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Back against the wall, hands dirty but still scuffle. Use up to the critics and they rebuttal.
All right, y'all. We finally got Marqus Clae with us off the porch today. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Good. We finally look. This been in the works since like last year, so we finally got you. So, just give us a breakdown of how your career has been the past few years.
A grind, man. Definitely constant grind. And it ain't stopping. You know, the grind don't stop. So it's been progressive for the past couple of years, if I would say so myself.
Wow. Okay. So we got to take it to your roots because I know you're from Houston.
Best city in the
So
world.
right now, with the surge of everybody moving to Houston, what is that looking like right now?
Packed, jam packed. You in traffic for an hour and a half, and you ain't gotta be. So, I mean, it's dope though. But y'all need to stop moving to Houston. Y'all need to stop moving to Houston, please.
Not please. This is coming from somebody that's born and raised there.
Right.
Like, please.
For sure, like too much.
And I know we were talking earlier about, people move to Houston thinking that shit is sweet, and it's
far from it. Got to stay out the way out there. I mean, that's pretty much everywhere though, but for sure.
Now, what part of Houston are you from exactly?
Mo City.
Mo City.
Yep.
Okay, so talk to us about your upbringing there.
Man, born in Southwest Memorial. Born in Houston. A lot of niggas ain't born in Houston. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I was born in Southwest Memorial, so I was on the Southwest side for like 5 years until I moved to Mo City. So I went to 3 schools in Mo City. I had first fight in Mo City, learned how to ride a bike in Mo City. So it's like, that's where I'm from. That's what I claim. So, but it was cool, man. Not always good, not always bad. It was just regular shit.
Now, were you always into music even in high school?
My whole life. Even before high school, I was a baby, and I knew I wanted to do music.
I know you made your first freestyle when you was like 4 years old.
Yep, fact.
What were you rapping about at 4?
Shit I was around, everything I was around.
Uh-huh.
Just bad. Shit I can't even mention on here.
Yeah, and I also know that both of your parents were rappers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So what does that look like, having both parents that are rapping?
It was crazy. I was around my mom in the studio, so I would watch her record music, and I just it just gravitated me to it more, because I'm like, damn, it's my mom and she doing it, and this is me at 3, 4, 5 years old watching her. My dad wasn't really in the picture like that, but he was a musician. My mom and my dad met in the studio. So
wow.
Yeah, they met in the studio. So it's kind of like I was destined to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever try to do anything outside of music?
Mm-mm. I mean, I played sports, but I never took anything serious but music.
Right. So when you were playing sports, did you ever think if this don't work out, I'm gonna go and do music, or?
Nah. I always knew I wanted to do music. From the beginning of my life, when I could start recollecting memories and thoughts, when I was a youngin', I was like, nah, I want to do music. This is what I want to, run with. So.
And who would you say were some musical influences for you growing up?
Man, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, Pop, Nas, Scarface, Wayne, Kanye, and the list goes on. It's too many, but those the main ones.
What's crazy? You stayed in all of those, and the freestyles that you do, I can hear the influence in your music.
Yeah.
With it's like you're all of them mixed together.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Nah, for sure. I grew up on East Coast music, so it just I knew that's how I wanted to convey my music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a certain feeling I got when I used to hear them boys rap. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? So for sure.
Now, I do want to ask you, when you first started out rapping, did you know what type of style you wanted to do? Were you want to go to the trap lane or the conscious lane?
I always knew I wanted to make people feel something, the same way I felt, listening to Jay, listening to Pac, Big, Face, those guys I mentioned, Wayne. It was just a certain feeling I felt. And I was like, man, I want to make people feel like that, And that's when I really started taking it serious and studying those guys, digging deeper into the craft and perfecting mine,
And if I'm not mistaken, I do know that you've been in the industry for a long time, since the age of 10.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the pros and cons of stepping in the industry that early?
I I think the pros is, you know, you get a head start on the game, you get a head start on the business, you get a head start on your craft, and the cons is like, you know, people probably not taking you as serious as you would want them to because you're so young. But I feel like that works itself out, you know, because you just proving wrong with consistency and just dropping dope music and content. It's like, all right, this little nigga, he got something. So that's really cool.
10, that's really young in the music industry. I don't even think they do that anymore where it's like 10-year-olds. Like,
I ain't seen none in a minute. Yeah.
Right. So I do want to ask, like, what was your overall journey with that?
Man, it was definitely a journey, you know. I started off at 10, but like when I started, I was like really trying to pursue this rap shit and like really rap and give a message, and motherfuckers was like, oh, he got a ghostwriter. He's not coming up with this shit, it's too dope, it's too hard. So from 2 years, like after that, when I turned 12, that's when, because I started with Lupe Fiasco, like gave me my start, put me on my first tour, 2 major tours.
How did you end up meeting Lupe?
We had the same DJ.
Okay.
So he just ran the play to him, and Lou was like, I'm gonna take the little nigga on the road with me. But when I was 12, the people I was working with at the time, it was like, it's not believable. So we gonna probably have to like dumb you down and put you in the kid market almost.
What?
And
okay,
yeah,
so how did that feel like, you know?
I ain't like that shit.
Yeah, because it's like
it.
you had your own personal style catered to you,
Right.
and they tried to come in and like put you in
tell
the
me,
kid market, but
yep.
you're not rapping like a kid.
I had to switch it all the way up, and I ended up going on tour with Minus, which I'm forever grateful for that experience. Shit.
Black
Y'all the
women
best
don't
at it.
cheat.
Y'all the best at cheating.
You said we the best at it. No, you didn't. I mean, men are good at, well, actually, men are not good at cheating.
Y'all be on the phone with the nigga in front of y'all nigga and be like, boy, this my brother. This my play cousin. My play cousin. I ain't got
But have y'all ever, okay, so I know, like, y'all be doing the same thing, like, oh, this my sister. Like,
Black men don't cheat, though. That, like, that's really what's crazy, though.
Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Nah. Right?
Have you ever got caught cheating?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get caught cheating?
Dumb. It was dumb. She went through my phone. Like, it was just some stupid shit.
She went them phones.
Yeah.
That's what be getting y'all in trouble.
Yeah.
Like phones and social media.
But she punched me in my mouth, though, and bled me, though.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't blame her.
I bled. Like, I was like, what going on?
Let me stop before they think I be hitting on people. I don't.
Nah,
hit
you
people.
probably do. Probably do. You look like you got it. Look like you.
No. I'm not. You know, guys, we have turned over a new leaf. We don't do those type of things anymore. But, ooh, your dating escapade. So what would you say is like the worst thing a girl ever did to you?
Probably that. Probably hit me.
Punch you?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever got cheated on?
Yeah.
What does that feel like as a man to get cheated on?
I felt like it was my karma because I was doing it so much. You know what I'm saying? It was like when it happened to me, I just took it to the chin. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get any suspicions like this girl cheated?
I felt it, but I was doing my dirt. So I was like, I can't trip because she doing her thing, I'm doing mine. But I felt like she was doing her thing. I knew I was doing mine. So when it came to the light, I was just like, it is what it is.
Are you faithful?
Yeah, I'm faithful. I'm faithful.
This interview gonna get you in trouble. No, so going back into your music, we talked about your rebranding, and I did want to ask you how the city of Houston, how they reacted to you rebranding yourself into Marqus Clae.
It was cool, you know. They fucked with it. Yeah, it wasn't like different and you know.
And your journey as Marqus Clae, what did that look like for you, and what was like your new grind that you had to do from back then? Taking
it serious as an adult, you know, leaving the kid market and stepping into like who I really wanted to become as an artist. It's pretty much what that was. And right now we at, you know, the building blocks and putting the pieces together, but I feel like we came a long way and we still going.
What would you say has been your inspiration lately with your music?
Man, just trying to get, like I said earlier, like music to me is a feeling. You know, it's a feeling I get when I play my favorite artists. And you know, either when I'm riding in the car, when I'm just at the crib listening to music. So when I make music, the inspiration is just making people feel some type of way, whether it's inspired, whether it's, you know, they want to go make their dreams happen, or they just want to hear some dope shit. So I'm just motivated by being dope, you know what I'm saying, and trying my best to be that.
Do you feel like your sound often gets overshadowed with what's trending now in music?
Yeah and no, because I feel like now people are creating like lanes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like rap, like the real rap, what people call it, is like it's surviving because we got artists out here that's putting on for it and still making that type of music. But I can pretty much do anything, you know. I can tap into all levels of music, you know, and I can't wait to share that with the world.
And if I'm not mistaken, you had like a whole producer run going on for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I was tapping into that.
Yeah, so talk to us about that.
Yeah, I was, that's actually part of the reason how I got signed. I was like making the beat myself and rapping to the beat. So I did that for a minute, for like 3 months almost. So yeah, for sure. That was cool though.
Who were you able to work with producing?
Myself, I never made any beats for nobody else but me. So
oh really?
Yeah, it was just for me, my own use.
Okay, that's rare to get signed as basically for people to look at you, the labels look at you as a producer, but you producing for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. My A&R, the one that signed me, was like, this nigga making beats too? This nigga crazy. So that was dope.
Are you still making your own beats?
I kind of fell off of it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I've been focused on mainly like creating music, but I'm definitely tapping back into it. And in the future, I plan on like making beats for you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Myself and everyone.
And earlier in your career as Marqus Clae, I know that you were with Master P at one point. So what was that like, and what would you say was like the game that he gave you when it came to navigating in the industry?
That was dope, man. P a good dude. It was exciting. P was like the first introduction to me being Marqus Clae. Like he was the first one to kind of like push me and put me in these faces of different people. So I say it was cool, man. P taught me a lot, you know. Outwork everybody. Hard work beats talent, and just stay focused. Stay out of bullshit, you know. That's a good dude though. Got love for P for sure.
And throughout everything that goes on around you, how are you able to really stay consistent as an artist, like no matter what?
Just realize what you're going hard for. Just think about what you're doing it for, who you're doing it for. That's my motivation. You know, I think about where I want to be in my life, where I see myself in 5 years. Just staying on it, you know.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever felt discouraged, like nobody's listening when it came to you pursuing your artistry?
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's motivation as well, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody not gonna get it at first, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it takes for somebody else to get it, for the world to get it, and it is what it is. You know, that's why you gotta keep working. What's the impact that you would say you want your music to leave on people? Positive impact, man, definitely positive. I just want people to know that I'm in it for real. You know, I really take this ain't nothing I woke up and decided I wanted to do one day. This is something I always wanted to do. So I just want people to recognize that through the music. You know so I got this theory, right? I feel like, okay, so you know, for a minute when it came to like, I don't want to call, God, I hate saying conscious because it's just so like stereotypical. Yeah. But when it comes to like that type of genre, you know, for a long time we just had like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. But I feel like we're about to hit an era where, you know, those who do kind of rap in that lane, people are about to start waking up because, you know, with the trap music, trap is always going to be there. But absolutely. I feel like people are about to start looking for more of like a refreshing type of... They already are. And it's dope because, and it's crazy you mention those guys because those guys are like my favorites of this generation. And, you know, of all time, they two of my favorites of all time. And what's so dope about Kendrick and Cole is they know how to stay within the culture and still be themselves. Like Kendrick could give you a record like Humble, but give you an album like To Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Cole will give you a record like Wet Dreams or Can't Get Enough, but give you an album like Forest Hills Drive. So it's just like staying within the culture and staying true to yourself. And now they definitely looking for it though. It's definitely coming back for sure. But you know, I love all type of music. It ain't no knock to trap, rap, whatever you do, we out here for the same thing, music. So it is what it is, but it's coming back, you right, sure.
And I want to take it back to your 2018 bank account freestyle. Okay, so that's probably
shout out my boy True.
That's one of my favorite
Boy True
ones.
shot that.
Where would you say you were in your career when that dropped?
Grinding, content, trying to put out as much content as possible, and just showing the versatility. That's why I hopped on that type of beat, you know, the bank account. And that was one of my favorite songs at the time. So that was just like showing niggas that I could do it all. And I was 18 when I did that. So.
I do want to ask, with your freestyles, what made you just start dropping freestyles first, like before singles?
Shit, that Wayne effect, you know, just trying to kill everything, you know, anything I can get my hands on. You know, content is important, so I was just trying to knock these niggas' heads off. You know what I'm saying?
Now the last project, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put you on blast, but the last project that you dropped—
I don't like that. I don't like how you said that.
Well, the last project you dropped was Pandemic. That was in 2020.
Yeah.
So when we gonna get a new one?
Soon, very soon. The Mecca dropping soon. Matter of fact, I think by the time this drop, it'll be out. So y'all go stream that show, the Mecca, out on all digital streaming platforms.
Oh, so you dropping this soon?
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down.
Shit. Okay, so what was the inspiration for the new project?
Man, first project I've done, being signed to Def Jam. The Mecca, I got the title from just like, you know, hip hop through my eyes. I just wanted to pay give homage to those who came before me, and there's gonna be some dope shit on there. I'm excited for y'all to hear it.
You got any features?
One, August 08.
Okay.
Yeah, he signed to Def Jam too.
Oh, I thought you wasn't gonna reveal the feature.
Nah. So August is dope. Shout out August. Yep.
Now with this one, how would you say it's gonna be different from the other projects, the other things that you put out?
Me growing as an artist, I feel like sonically, this is my best piece of work. This is how I've always wanted to sound as an artist. This is how I've always wanted to be conveyed as an artist, and it's just different. I feel like it's my best work up to date. Pandemic was before I started recording this, but after we finished recording this and got it mixed and shit, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my hardest shit.
And personally, how do you feel with this new project about to drop?
Excited. Too many emotions to explain. I'm just ready for it to, you know, touch the streets.
Ooh, and speaking of emotions, what would you say were like the emotions you really felt creating this project?
Man, I lost a lot of sleep, just pondering, writing shit, rewriting shit, removing verses, adding verses. So it was good emotion though. It was all for the cause of making the project as dope as possible, you know? So it was all good emotions. It wasn't no bad shit.
I love that. I'm excited to hear it. I know it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, so.
And then, damn, I low-key caught a brain fart. I'm sorry. Give me like 2
Get it out.
I do really want to ask though, because I'm curious, what has growth looked like for you as an artist in this current moment?
I'm still growing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the growth isn't done. It's all a part of the process, you know? Rome wasn't built in a day, you know? That's a quote that I really live by, and we still on the path.
5 years from now, where do you see yourself as an artist?
One of the biggest, for sure, definitely. Just making my stamp, like solidifying it, for sure. 5 years from now, yeah, I feel like I'll be one of the biggest in the world.
You are.
Yeah.
You just manifested it on the porch.
I like how I fuck with you, for sure. Fuck with you.
You manifested it on the porch. Now we got Mecca coming out.
Yep.
Woo, what would you say is next for you?
Man, more music, you know, tours, shows, content, staying on it, staying consistent, staying busy, but definitely more work for sure. Yep.
And before we officially wrap up, what advice would you give to, you know, people who may be watching you who aren't feeling as confident with their music?
Keep going. No matter your age, no matter where you at in your life, no matter what's going on around you, stay focused. Perseverance is key. Consistency is key. And just, you know, don't quit, man. If it can happen for them, it can happen for you.
Back against the wall, hands dirty but still scuffle. Use up to the critics and their rebuttals. Groomed by the head.